Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you're audible.
Today we are going to discuss about non-interactive login, administrator login account for non-interactive login. Okay. So anybody has any idea about this or anything? What is non-interactive login? Yeah, why?
No
Why
idea.
scripts?
Rohit.
Can I able to screen my screen?
Yes, yes, I can see you. Rohit.
Yeah.
One question. Like if URL filtering is not do not work in like without license, like Palo Alto VM.
What?
I mean URL filtering works or not work in like Palo Alto VM.
Oh,
Like
no, I
virtual,
guess. No, I guess.
because it's like without license, right?
Yeah,
That's
without
it.
license it won't work. Guys, can I able to see this image? I'm sharing you one image, right? Can I able to see this?
Yes. No.
This error image.
Yes.
Can anybody tell me why this error is coming? What error it is?
It's a certificate.
Yeah, correct.
That
Who
is
said
saying
this?
that
It's a certificate, I guess.
Yeah.
yes, expired certificate, I think.
Correct. So why this certificate error is coming?
Because of the license.
No.
It is not in the database of the that certificate is.
No. See what firewall will do? Firewall will be generating its self-signed certificate, right? So the device which you are trying to log in, web login, that device won't have this firewall certificate, correct? So it is
Yes.
showing us a error message like, or else it will throw a warning message like this is not from the trusted device or anything. They are trying to access this. For this thing, this error is coming, right?
Yes.
Correct. So as I said earlier, like Palo Alto will be having a self-signed certificate when they deliver the device to you. Then again, what you have to do for the, removing this error or anything, like from your domain or some kind of, you'll get the certificate, correct? Windows certificate or Linux certificate, any certificate, right? CA certificate, root certificate, correct?
Yes, yes.
Correct. Then what you'll be doing, you'll be adding that certificate, like you'll be merging that certificate with the root certificate with CA certificate. Then how it's like it will be building a trust with the firewall, the device which you are trying to log in with your domain, correct? Then only we are able
Yes.
to, we'll not able to see that error, right? Sanjana, can you please mute? Yeah. So today we'll be discussing about this. Like today's topic is about administrator login account for non-interactive login. Okay.
Sir, is it possible to save the videos in the portal with the topic names, like what topic this video for, like that?
I don't know, like this thing will be done from networking
Yes,
side.
yes, this is possible, but they are not doing this in this class only. We have to tell them to name the topic wise.
Yeah, because it's easy for us to to go through video like this topic we want to revise.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened to this today. I guess it is troubling us. Writing pad. So this is the admin device, right? So here will be somewhere what it was called, the machine which you are trying to access the firewall URL, correct?
Correct.
So here somewhere the firewall will be placed. Right? What it will do first it will send for login request.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you're trying it to the web browser, then again it will be replying with some prompt.
Yeah, for authentication, user authentication.
Right. Then again it will send the credentials.
Yes.
Then again it will reply back with the what?
Acknowledgement, something.
Login successful message.
Logins, yes.
Correct. Who said this answer?
Amrish Kumar.
Yeah, I think you have gone through the concepts.
A little bit, 3 years back.
Yeah. So what will happen? First, what we'll get? We'll get a certificate error, correct? When this user is trying to access this firewall URL here, somewhere like 192.168 something, so he'll get certificate error, right? Because of the self-signed certificate, which is generated by firewall. Because of that, you'll be getting some error.
Yeah.
or else it will be showing some error, correct?
Right,
So
correct.
why that certificate error is coming? That certificate, the self-signed certificate, which is generated by the firewall, it's not a part of this machine, correct?
Yeah.
It is not. Its firewall can't trust this. Why? Because it don't have any certificates or anything related to this firewall, right? From the
Yeah,
trust source. So because of that reason, we can able to see the error message. What error message? Sometimes you can't able to log in, or sometimes it will be warning like this is attackers might
insecure,
be
yeah. Some
trying
security
to, yeah,
messages, yeah.
some security message will be
Yeah.
generated. So what we have to do in that case? So here somewhere will be one server, right? This is your admin system, right? So it will be in domain,
Yeah.
right? So this is somewhere this will be a AD server, right? It will be having some CA certificate.
Yeah.
So what it will be having some in-house integrated CA services, right?
Yes.
To log in into the web interface or anything, we'll be using this certificate, web interface certificate, correct? So what will happen? Here you'll be having some credentials like your username dot slash your company like networkings. This is the domain, right? Domain
Yeah.
ID dot
Yeah,
something, and
correct.
this is your username, correct?
Yeah,
So
correct.
so it will generate this from the AD. They'll be generating some CA certificate, okay, and it will be sent it to the trusted zone, trusted like it will be shared it with the admin system, correct? So once it will be shared with the admin system, what it will do? Admin system in a trusted zone, correct? Trusted source. Admin system is a trusted source or not?
Yes, it's trusted.
Then what it will do? It will be pushed into the trusted admin from admin system will be pushed into the trusted source of the machine,
Yeah, correct.
correct? So what will happen? Can anybody tell me after this?
After this, they will not show this error.
No, there are still process behind this.
It will
Yeah.
create a signature.
Signature, yeah.
It will create a signature.
What kind of signature?
That will be encrypted, I think. Signature which is encrypted only for
Create a complete.
trusted zones.
Tell me guys. Next, what it will happen? Then firewall will generate one CSR certificate and send it to the AD, correct? What is CSR certificate? Certificate signing request.
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
be sent by the firewall to the AD or CA, correct? Then
Yeah.
again it will be replied it back with the root certificate to the firewall.
Okay.
And root certificate will give the certificate. What root certificate will do? Root certificate will be giving the firewall what we can say the trust kind of thing with the host name, okay, with the help of CN. Like CN in the sense colonial name, like host name, IP address, or it can be anything, okay, which will be there in the firewall, right? Then this will be mapped. This certificate will be mapped, and it will be signed as a root certificate, correct? After this,
Yeah.
and we can add this root certificate in where?
In
firewall.
No.
No. ID.
In the
Admin
message.
trusted store.
Yeah.
You guys you might have seen like where we are adding this firewall certificate.
Initially when we I think where it is admin trusted store.
Let me admin trusted source in the sense this device where you're trying to access this firewall or anything, right? So here in the trusted root certificate we'll add this. We'll import the certificate which we have got the root certificate from the firewall, correct, which is signed and mapped in the firewall, right? That root certificate will be downloaded and will be added in the trusted root certificate authorities, so that you could have see the firewall IP also sometime, like if they give you right the issue date, the expiry date of the certificate, everything you can able to see here in this. Like
it's like
once
just like upper side
to build
the
trust between this device, firewall, and this device, we'll be adding the firewall certificate so that you could have not see any error of that after that.
Yeah.
Please show us once.
So is this Rohit, is this necessary to do this in production network? Can't we bypass that error and advanced login?
Oh, like here we have bypassed this only. I haven't added this certificate, right? In the advanced section, if you're clicking, firewall giving you the option where you can log in, correct?
Yeah.
Like it isn't some attackers might be trying it. It will give warning
Yeah.
message, error
And
message.
then
Then
click on advanced one.
if you are ready to proceed, then you
Yeah.
can proceed. That there is nothing like that you can't proceed.
Yeah.
Correct.
But in production network, I think it is not
In production
secure.
network, the edit team will give you the certificate.
Mhm.
Okay. Then you have to import that certificate here. You have to create one certificate profile. Like you will be generating one certificate here.
Mhm.
We will be creating one certificate, local certificate. One second, let me erase this. We'll be creating some certificate here. Okay. And you'll be adding some. One second, let me clear this. You'll be giving certificate name, correct?
Yeah.
Some of the certificate name we will give here, correct? Something. Test cert I'm giving. And the certificate name also you can give. Okay. And you can click as CSR certificate. Okay. Then you have to come here and add this like host name, IP address. I said right CN, canonical
Yeah.
name. So you have to add your IP, firewall IP
Who is giving
or host
certificate?
name. You have to
Firewall and
you have to
what?
generate the certificate and you'll be sending it to the AD team. So AD team will merge it with your CA and they'll generate
With
you
the
one root
system.
certificate and they'll give it to you. Then you have to add the certificate here. Like here you have option. You have to first create the profile. Then you have to add the certificate here. So here is the import option. So you can add a certificate here. That thing will be like the AD team will generate the certificate for you. Generate and give it
Certificate
for you.
certificate is only for URL or some specific policies we use certificate.
Like to build the trust, as I said, to build the trust between the untrusted source of device. Or else firewall will not open, right? Sometimes what happens, like you will be using root certificate, intermittent certificate, and some of the wildcard certificates in the firewall. So that what will happen, like the software developers, or if they are working in Android emulator or some Visual Studios and all, they are not able to. They'll be getting some errors, server certificate error they are getting. Why? Because of this reason, like firewall is not allowing them to flow the traffic of that particular thing. So what we will do, we'll just go to the file section and we'll add that this firewall downloaded certificate will be there. Right? We'll be adding the certificate in that application, like in Visual Studio or Android emulator, you can able to see. Once you go to the settings, there will be an option called server, or else you can directly search for certificate. If you add this firewall certificate, it will allow the traffic. Or else you'll not get, or else you'll be getting the error. As I said in the internet option, like in the trusted thing, we are adding the certificate, right? Front-end certificates. So once we added the certificate in the trusted root certificate, the certificate will be there. Right? There are a lot many certificates, other kind of certificates. Once we add this firewall certificate here, it will be in the trusted zone of the firewall, correct? Then it will allow the traffic, or else you'll not get the server certificate error or anything while you're trying to
If,
access.
if we have a 2-3 untrusted zone, then
Hmm.
we have a separate certificate or a
How
single certificate.
why you will create untrusted zone 2 3?
Where yeah, you are making certificate for URL. If you
Hmm.
have 2-3
Hmm.
URL, then we need to make 2-3 certificate or just 2-3.
No. What I'm saying is your admin device will be in some of the domain only, right? In your organization, this admin device will not be beyond the domain system, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Sometimes or in some situation you have to test, like if it is in a domain, you'll be getting some of the error because of the antivirus or anti-spyware or endpoint security DLP. You'll be getting some error in your office laptop that you can't able to troubleshoot. What you'll do, you'll take a plain laptop, right? Plain device.
Yeah.
At the time, if you want to log into the firewall, it will throw some error, correct? Why? Because your device is not in domain, your device is not in the network or anything. How does the firewall will trust you? Like you
Mm.
are the admin, you have the authority, you are in a trusted store or anything. Like how the firewall will get to know?
Okay. Will it be working for all the? Will it be applicable for all the softwares? Like suppose
Yeah,
I'm
the
working on my
firewall.
phone.
See, the traffic will be if they are working in your organization.
Uh-huh.
If they have connected to your VPN, the
Hmm.
traffic will be flown through this firewall only, right? If they get some server certificate error or anything, you
Hmm.
just come here and download the certificate and give it to the user and inform them to install. Otherwise, if they have directly downloaded the certificate, there is an how you will install the software next finish, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
You can do that in that way also.
But
Once they did
somehow,
that,
somehow means most of the in the trusted zone, when we are in the trusted zone, most of the
hmm,
application when we used to install it,
hmm,
it will show that it will ask for the administration password and username or
hmm,
password. Sorry.
hmm.
In that case, will it work?
Yeah. So what you'll do, you'll be adding here with as I said, right? The web of the certificate. You'll mention your name of the certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Once you click, okay, it will not ask for username and password, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As I said earlier, we have created this as a super admin. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll come here and if you click here, this is right one second, authentication file. This is not the thing. Wait. Mm, Yes, somewhere I guess. One second. Certificate and give it to the user and inform them to install. Otherwise, if they have directly downloaded the certificate, there is an how you will install the software. Next, finish, right?
Yes, yes,
You can do that in that way also.
But
Once they
somehow,
did that,
somehow means most of the in the trusted zone, when we are in the trusted zone, most of the application when we used to install it, it will show that it will ask for the administration password and username or password. Sorry. In that case, will it work?
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll be adding here, with as I said, right, the web of the certificate. You'll mention your name of the certificate. Once you click, okay, it will not ask for username and password, right?
Yes.
As I said earlier, we have created this as a super admin. So when we'll come here, and if you click here, this is right. One second. Authentication profile. This is not the thing. Right. Yes, somewhere I guess. One second. One second, guys. Let me check this. Device.
काम होना iOS भेज देना उसका डिटेल जो भी है केबीसी के अकॉर्डिंग उसका हाँ एमएस जमा हो गया बस डीसी डॉक्यूमेंट कंट्रोलर ने अभी तक सबमिट नंबर नहीं दिया ना तुम भेज दो पहले क्योंकि वहाँ एयरपोर्ट का ही इशू है थोड़ा तो मैं महेश्वरी ने मांगा है कल
Guys, can you mute?
1 घंटे में कॉल करता हूँ
So how you generated the certificate, right? I have exported this. This certificate will be sending it to the CA, your AT team. So they'll match it. They'll merge it with the root certificate, and they'll generate you as one certificate, and they'll give it to you. So that that is in CSR certificate, so that you could have used that.
show us how to use the certificate.
Yeah, one second. I'll show you that. Once that is merged, so you have to go to setup. Once we receive the certificate, my device is very slow. Anybody install this VM?
No, sir. VM just wanted
No.
to check like from where we can download
Yes,
it.
sir. Rohit, can you share the VMware because I'm not able to find it.
Just download it from the VMware portal itself.
Sir, I have
It's not happening yet,
It's
right?
not free. It's not free, but I
Yeah.
think it's paid.
No, just download it and just find the key for VMware Workstation 16 or 17 in the GitHub. You'll get a key. Just add that key, then that will be working.
So which version I should download? 17 or 16?
I
Yeah.
have downloaded version 17.
17.
Hmm.
Okay.
Or else, if you want, I can give it to you.
Yeah, it will be better that uploaded that like.
Key, I
for-
guess I have directly downloaded. One second, my device firewall is working.
I have installed before the class Palo Alto. Check and use it if you want.
This is not opening yet. Yeah. So we'll click here. Okay. Then authentication. This certificate thing we are not doing right, so it's one-time job. Guys, can you give me 1 minute?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry guys, today we have reset the password, firewall password. So for that reason, I got a call. Okay.
Okay, no issue.
So once they'll give you the certificate, right, with the password and all, you have to import the certificate over here. Okay. And the step is like you have to create one profile here. First you'll be generating the certificate. Then again, you'll be creating a profile in SSL service profile. Okay. Once you create this, the certificate can be imported. And the same certificate, you have to come here in the setup section and in the general setting. Once you click, you can import the certificate. Okay, that's step by step. You might have seen this in the lab, I guess. Can anybody see this exercise in lab or not? Lab manual.
Yes.
Is there step by step procedure?
Yes.
I don't think so. You are able to do this. Why? Because you will not get certificate, I guess.
Will be in the
Yeah, just now.
To try
You
this
cannot get
thing,
certificate.
doing this with the same certificate. If it don't work, then we'll see. Okay.
Oh, we'll try.
If it don't work or anything, if you face any challenge, just let me know. Okay.
Okay.
With the certificate part. So for that, first I'll check in the lab, like where we can create this and all. And
Is this
it is
the VMware
generated.
keys? I think someone put it in chat.
What?
Is this genuine key? Chetan Kumar.
Yeah, you can use that. That is in, you might have get it from the GitHub, I guess.
So this certificate is being used by the user admin for handshakes.
Yeah. Non-interactive login for the admin. They are generating the certificate. If possible, I'll create the step-by-step screenshot when I'm trying to do it. Okay.
Okay, we'll say this part later, I think.
And next topic, I'm like, if you guys want to know about this, like login into this password cracking process, I can help you out for that.
Wait, actually, what you just showed us, like certificate generation of the certificates and get the approval and get the setups. Okay, management, we have to upload the certificate. Okay, so how it is being used by the user admin?
How it is being used? I showed you, right, the diagram. What I have put it.
Yeah, that I understood. Like, sync and act being shared. Okay, like the handshake is done. Okay. But like the policy is made for this.
No policy is made for this. You'll be what you will be doing, right? You will be getting some certificate, right? You will be creating one certificate profile, the certificate management section. Then you will be sending it to the AD. The CSR will be generated and send it to the AD team, right? They'll be sending you one certificate that will merge with the root certificate. That certificate will be adding in the firewall, so that certificate will be having the firewall IP or hostname information in that. Okay. The same certificate will be given to the end device, like untrusted device, which is not in the domain or anything. You'll be getting that error, right? After adding the certificate in that end device, what you can see here you can able to see connection is not secured. Correct?
Yes.
Why? Certificate is not valid here.
Yeah.
Correct? So once you added the certificate, when you try to log in, it will show as a connection secured.
Okay.
Correct? So you can export this certificate also. You can export this certificate and send it to your ID team. And let's see.
Why we need to involve the AD?
Once you open this Facebook, it is using its own connection is secured. Correct? What it is showing here?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it has the valid certificate.
Some valid certificate is there, right?
That means in a secure network, if this Facebook is barred.
See what Facebook did here. Like they'll be giving you some certificate like this web browser, web UI is in trusted store, right? Trusted zone, correct? Not zone, trusted kind of thing, trusted device or trusted store, we can say. Correct?
Portal, yeah.
Yeah. So here you can see this. We are using the Facebook certificate here for this. Same as if you are going with the firewall thing, you have to use the firewall certificate. Then only it will not throw you the error of not connection of the site is not secure.
And this thing we have to do.
See here we can able to see the certificate is not valid. Why? Because firewall is having only self-signed certificate.
Yeah,
which is generated by the firewall.
Rohit?
Yeah.
Suppose that like we are installing new firewall. So this thing like certification part, we have to do this every firewall that we are installing.
Yeah.
Every time, right?
Yeah. That is one time job we have to do that thing.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah, one time job.
Like we have to add we can post the certificate through our domain, like a domain controller through ID. So that any system in our domain can log in safely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that thing, like you will not get any kind of error message, or else the device will be like it will be in thing like you are in a trusted zone, trusted store, not zone. Zone is a different thing. So here you will be importing that certificate, okay, with URL and details, and this CRL and OSCP and certificate status timer. This thing will be there, and this is 5 second. What is CRL in the sense? Certificate revocation list. It will be using for external certificate. Yeah, it will be using for external certificate time to help the CRC, like if the certificate get expire or any kind of thing. Not OSCP, is OCSP is an protocol. Like if we enable both the CRL and OCSP, like OCSP will check first, then it will be sending it to the CRL. It's in protocol, okay.
Yeah.
And OCSP, if you check like CRL and OCSP protocol will run first, then it will be moving to the CRL, like the certificate expiry date, and when you to add the certificate, when you to renew the certificate, and you'll be getting some notification pop-outs or anything related to the certificates and all. You can that kind of mechanism will be done by CRL.
So what is the role of this like timer 5 second?
Like if you can like revoke also the certificate.
Okay.
Timer and all this, that will you can set this manually. That is not a big deal.
Okay.
Can you explain this again? Why we need to involve AD in the certificate installation and creation?
Why you want AD?
Yeah, we can generate a certificate on the device and install it on the local machine and access the device easily, right? Yeah, why we need to involve AD?
No, you can't do that directly, right? Firewall will be having self-signed certificate. Correct.
Yeah, self-signed certificate we can generate.
you will generate the certificate and you will be sending it to your domain, right? Your firewall
domain.
will also be in domain, correct? Some of the domain networking.
Suppose if I don't have a domain involved in the scenario, okay, domain machine or server, I'm directly contacting the firewall, directly accessing the firewall. Okay, I'm getting this error, SSL error. So I can generate a certificate on the device, firewall device, and import it on the local PC and access it.
Okay. So it's if I give you an example, like if you are going with some of the IT certifications or training, they will be giving some certificate, correct? That will be not in your name. But if you want to know that you are authorized engineer or anything, that certificate should be under your name, right? For that, what you will do, you will go to the Pearson Center, you will be writing that exam. Once you clear the exam, you will get the certificate with your name. From that company certifications, like if you are going with the PCNSE, you will get your name, some name with your name with Palo Alto Certified Network Security Expert Engineer. This kind of certificate you will get, right?
Right.
Without that certificate, if you are going to some company and you are saying like, yeah, I'm a Palo Alto engineer, how they can trust you?
But this is local. If suppose I'm talking about outside the network, like I'm accessing the Google, it needs that kind of certificate, like known certificate.
No. For that, there is a different certificate, public certificate, what we call it.
Yeah, public certificate, right?
Yeah.
So
for that, you need to use the public certificate.
There's a dependency on the IT server.
There is nothing like that. You can download the public certificate. What will happen if you are going with the public certificate? Anybody can be, as you are able to access, you are able to create the trust store between the device. Some other people also can do that same thing, right?
Yeah.
There is a necessity of merging the certificate with your domain, with your IP, with your host name, everything, correct? So that like some kind of security you are implementing here.
Yes, it will help us to send the traffic between the client and server, like between a local PC and firewall securely. That's the main motto of this SSL certificate, right?
What can I? How? Let me explain you once.
Because see, if I'll generate a certificate on the firewall and install it on the PC, so firewall give me the CA, like it will be the CA. It will give me the authority to access the firewall securely, because I generated this certificate on the firewall on the same device. It's the local kind of certificate.
The firewall certificate, what you are downloading, that is not the local certificate. It will be having nothing, right? That is a self-signed certificate just to run this firewall. That's it.
Yes, right.
Once you add your domain, host name, IP address, everything in the certificate, and once you match with the root certificate, map that certificate with using the help of CSR, will be mapping with the root certificate, right? Then only it will be in a trusted store. So others, how it could be? If you are using public kind of thing, then as you have downloaded the certificate and added here, other person also can do these things, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Before some time, they are able to like break this Facebook thing. How you know this thing? How the hacker guy or some penetration tester guy or some engineer can break this Facebook? It's like Facebook will be down or anything. You know how they were doing this thing?
Maybe there are different types of techniques.
No,
SQL
like
injection
before,
or Metasploit.
no. Before how they were using, right? There is an if you have a public hop in BGP, there is one protocol AS or something is there.
Yeah.
So through that, if you have one public hop, they can able to get the access to the Facebook, and they can break the Facebook. Like break in the sense they are not able to access this thing, right? Now this option is not there, but before this option was there. You might have seen this. Facebook will not open for some regions and all. That could be impact.
Something like
that could be loss, right?
DOS
like,
attack.
Yeah, and 1.5 year back, the Facebook was down. Correct. 8 hours it was not working. Correct. Anybody heard about this?
Yeah.
What was the reason it was not working for 8 hours?
Yeah, it was something like down.
He has missed some routing path, right?
Yeah.
Flow.
Yeah.
So you mean to say whenever we have to install the firewall, we have to involve
to create some secure connection. Like it should be like some private connection for you guys.
That means a firewall is having an ID, creating an ID for the user. The certificate is used as an ID for the user.
Yes. Okay. It's not
simple,
for user.
I think simple answer
it's for the device. It's not for user.
Device. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Firewall cannot be exposed to the WAN site.
Can you please show the flow from the device to firewall when I'm accessing the firewall? Like this error is coming. Okay. HTTPS not secure error. Certificate error. Yeah. What is the flow? Like what I'm sending to the firewall and what firewall is replying to me?
What you are sending to the firewall and what it is replying to. I'll explain. Wait. This is your firewall. Correct. This is the system. You can think the URL you are trying from this browser, system browser, correct? And this is not in a trusted store, correct? So you will get connection error or connection is not secured, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So what you want to understand? Next flow.
Yeah, flow. What I'm sending to the firewall after accessing, I'm writing, for example, IP address.
You
in
will
the
get this
browser.
error message or warning message. If you want to continue with this, you can continue. If you want to continue after this coming this message, error message, warning message, you can continue. You can click on the advanced. Yeah, I'm ready to take the risk. You just continue.
Yeah, that's understandable. But I'm trying to access the firewall. I'm sending what kind of request to the firewall? Like hello, hi.
After that, you will be generating one CSR certificate from the firewall and sending it to the CA, right? The ID, correct? Then this guy will give you back with the root certificate. This root certificate will be added in the firewall.
It will directly check the certificate, or it will say hello. It will give a response to my hello first. Or
what this guy will add here? Username dot something, your domain name, correct?
Yeah.
So after this, how it could be? There could be some trust built between this, right?
Yes. How
Why?
that trust?
Because see, this is if this is in domain, and will this also be in domain? But if the certificate won't match, like somewhere if you want some entry and you'll be giving some Aadhaar card number, okay? Previously you have entered some Aadhaar card number and you have entered that in a some wrong number you have entered. But once you get there for check-in, if the number didn't match, your biometric didn't match, your retina didn't match, it will not allow, right?
Yeah.
It should match, right? If it is match, yeah, this is the guy. They'll trust you. Then they'll allow you inside, correct?
Yeah.
Or else they'll carry out for the checking. Correct. This is for the example I have given. Still you got confused?
Yeah, actually, forget about the domain connectivity. Okay, let's talk about firewall and the device which I'm accessing the
firewall and the device.
So,
that is a simple way. Download the public certificate, add in the firewall, and you can use it.
But this is the local. Why I need a public certificate for this?
Which is local?
I'm locally accessing the firewall directly. It's like a client server architecture, right? It's like a client server architecture when I'm accessing the firewall. Right, I'm sending the request and firewall is acting as a server and he's checking my certificate.
No, firewall will not act like a server. Firewall will not send you anything. Server and client is a different kind of thing. If you did some changes in the server, it will be pushed to the client. Okay, but if you did some changes in the client, it will not push to the server. That will not impact to the server, right? Correct. Don't go in a server and client method. This is a different method.
And what is this OCSP responder?
It's in protocol. It's in protocol.
Like when you were generating the certificates, in that it was asking for the OCSP responder also. What is that? What is mentioned in that OCSP responder?
In the sense?
See, like when you open the certificate, open the certificate. Okay, add a snapshot of it. Okay, that it is you are creating a certificate name, common name, and there is a signature signed by. It is writing. Okay, and there is one more column that is OCSP responder. See here left side OCSP responder is here. Okay. We have to give the responder certificate also at that time. What to add there?
Hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question?
See, when you are generating the certificate, okay, there is one block like that one. It is asking for one OCSP responder.
See, there is one CRL, that is certification revocation list, and one is OCSP. OCSP, as it is a protocol which is used for verifying that certificate.
Okay. OCSP.
Hello.
Yeah. I got it.
It's a protocol which is used, which is a simple manner. It's a protocol which is using for verification purpose of the certificate.
Rohit, there is one doubt for me. Without having a certification installation in this untrusted device, we can create policy and we can allow traffic to this untrusted device from firewall.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, is it necessary to follow like certification is mandatory, or we
This
can go by-
certificate for the best practice, the certificate should be there. Why? Because like everything will not work until
we can-
unless if you build the trust.
Okay, in another way, we can also create a policy to allow traffic for untrusted device. By giving,
Think as like you are somewhere and in front of you have a firewall. Okay, it will not allow you to do anything, right? Until unless if it is like if it is allowed or not, correct? It's completely about the command and the instruction what you are giving to the device. Until unless if you're not instructing the device, you can't do anything, right? Device will not recognize the things, correct? You have to set some command or rules or anything.
Okay.
Then only it will be allowed, right? So you have doubt about OCSP or CRL or certificate thing?
Again, I'm telling you, OCSP.
Yeah.
I was reading on documents in that OCSP is asking for the FQDN or that IP. That means the OCSP is the only one who is going to generate the certificate, give the certificate, or someone else.
OCSP is using for verifications of the certificate. Like
okay.
Again, like if it is a public key, HTTPs or some applications, if you're creating some profile or anything, that will be a validation or verified by the OCSP. And CRL, what it will do, it will just check for like validation, like how long this certificate will work, expiry date, or if you want some revocations on that certificate and all, that thing will be taken care by CRL. Two different jobs. Don't get confused.
But I think Rohit, both the things has some kind of same work to check the validity of the certificate. Yeah. So you can use
Not same kind of. No. This is not the same kind of thing.
One thing more, Rohit, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Tell me.
Actually, what my concern is, like when you are going through this training course, okay. So when you log into Palo Alto device, okay, and you have got certain topics like dashboard, ACC, monitor, policy, objects like this, okay. In that case, when you click any of these things like network is there, if you click in, we'll find some specification left side like zone is there, interface is there.
Yeah.
Please explain that things. Okay, what are the uses of it?
Yeah, next class, like first we have a module, right? We'll go by that module.
Actually, see, right now you went for certificate. Okay, before that it was like user identification was there, some admin roles. Yesterday we had the administrator.
Where it was user admin roles. Still we are here only.
That only. Na? We have a drop down there. Many other things to be explained in that section.
Which section?
Means in device there is many things like user identification is there and server profiles and all.
Okay. Yeah, here there are a lot of topics is yet to cover. Connecting to the firewall to the production network with security zones, creating and managing firewall with security policy rules. Then we'll discuss about NAT and application.
That only
everything is there.
Everything is there.
Yeah, we haven't completed.
So I know you haven't started it, the firewall thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This is our fifth class, and we haven't started to the core concepts.
Yes, exactly.
This is what I can say. This is an initial kind of thing. This is a basic kind of thing.
Intro.
Like, first initially what you'll do, you'll configure IP address, everything. You'll log into the firewall. Then you'll get a CS certificate. We'll add here. Then you'll be creating some admin roles. That's it. Now you say me, how much we have covered?
We haven't entered. We have still a draw sketch.
What are the topics we have covered?
I think also we haven't covered like CLI part, right?
CLI part is that only that initial, initial kind of thing.
Initial like setting management.
Yeah. After that, everything will be in the GUI itself. Why do you want to go with the CLI again?
Right. In my last two interviews, interviewers asked me the questions from the CLI part. Like, tell me the command of the like configuring policy through the CLI part. So I was like, blah, because I was knowing through only the GUI part, right? And they were asking for like CLI part.
See, I'll tell you one thing. Some of the interviewer, if they don't want you to hire, they'll do this kind of thing. If they genuinely, if they want to hire a guy, what all the interview questions they'll ask you? Let me explain it.
Interview was good. Yeah.
Okay, they'll ask you about tap interface. Why
हाँ
vwire is
हाँ
used? Huh? Virtual
Yeah.
router is used. Correct. What is
Yeah.
the role of vwire? What is the role of L2 interface? What is the role of L3 interface?
Yeah.
How you will configure? Why HA is required? With different
Yeah.
types of HA, and they'll ask you like, you have we have a production firewall, so you want to upgrade the PAN OS, and you don't have the downtime. How will you do this?
Actually, the interview was like more of a network part, and
Hmm.
there was a firewall also Palo Alto.
See,
So they,
I'll tell you
yeah.
this thing. This kind of things has like a lot of time when I have given the interview, if they don't want to hire us, like if we don't have some reference or big shot in that company,
Yeah.
or else if they don't want to hire you, like this thing will happen.
No, actually, they self contacted me, and they were like very eager to like hire me. Everything was good, but then one guy come from like anywhere, nowhere, I think, and then they started like the CLI part,
That is
and
what I
then
said, right?
yeah,
After your interview schedule,
yeah,
somebody has given a reference.
yeah,
They
maybe,
could have got 1 lakh, 2 lakh for the reference referral bonus. They don't want to hire you.
yeah,
Correct.
might be.
This thing will happen. But if you're genuinely going for the interview, if they genuinely they want to hire, they'll ask you about tap interface, vwire,
Yeah,
what is virtual wire, virtual router, L3 interface configuration, L3 interface. They'll not tell you to configure. They'll ask you the concept how it works.
yeah, obviously.
I ask you one question in the demo, like if some user has complained you, he's in a LAN zone or a private zone, and he's saying I'm not able to access this URL. What are the troubleshooting you'll do?
Yeah, maybe
I'll
I'll
ask you
check
this
that.
question, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So how you are explaining these things, based on that, they'll think, yeah, this guy is technically good or not. If you are saying
yeah,
just like the by heart answers and all, no, you have to create the diagram. Like, yeah, let's assume there is A computer, let's assume B computer. This is connected to the firewall. You have
yeah,
to
yeah.
explain in this manner.
Scenario-based questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah, it might be.
how you have to explain in the sense, if he asks you one question, you have to explain 10 minutes until unless he says stop, or else you have to listen for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So within 3 questions, you can complete the interview.
Okay.
This is the tips and tricks. I'm giving it in different class. This is I just stayed you the Palo Alto class.
Mhm.
We are giving different
Yeah.
training for this.
That's why I thought that I'll go for the certification part, and then I'll try for the security position. Anyway.
Clearing certification is not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, once you complete the course, just contact me. I can help you out.
Definitely.
Okay.
I'll be.
There is a demo paper. Everything is there, so that you could have do that directly. Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, I'm speaking. Actually, sir, if I'm just studying previous class, previous class,
You're not able to hear you.
if I get any doubt, so
Actually,
how
who is
can I
speaking?
contact you? Actually, my name is Ashok Madhutta, user.
Your name?
Ashok Madhutta, sir.
Ashok,
This is
yeah.
not my laptop, that's why it's not looking.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, if I get any doubt previous class, so how can how can
we have a doubt clearance session after a class, so you can ask me in that session only.
No, sir. If after means if I remembering my video again and again.
You are comfortable in Hindi?
Okay. मेरा कहना है सर कि अगर इनके बाद 4 या 5 क्लास होने के बाद हो सकता है मैं प्रीवियस क्लास जो भी देख रहा हूँ कुछ ऐसे डाउट्स मुझ पे क्रिएट हो सकते हैं, तो उस चीज में पूछना अगर चाहता हूँ तो विद इन जो क्लास के क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं,
पूछ सकते हो, मतलब क्लास खत्म होने के बाद डाउट क्लियरेंस सेशन में पूछ सकते हो, या व्हाट्सएप में आप मैसेज डाल सकते हो. ठीक है, या मैं रिप्लाई करूंगा, नहीं तो और भी स्टूडेंट्स है जिसको नॉलेज चेक करना है, उन लोग भी रिप्लाई करेंगे.
Yeah, WhatsApp group is better.
Correct.
Actually, I have shared my number yesterday.
They haven't added you. Hello.
Yes, they haven't added me also.
Those who have not there in the group, just ping me. Okay.
Okay. Where to ping you?
Okay, you don't have my number.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Share your number in chat.
I'll share my number in the chat.
Yeah.
In future means if I get any doubt in Palo Alto class or question or anything, if I get any problem, so I can contact at your number personally. That time it's what? मेरा कहना है सर कभी ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन मेरा इस तरह का फंस सकता है कोई प्रॉब्लम, तो इस चीज को मैं पूछने के लिए पर्सनली वही नंबर क्लियर करना चाह रहा था.
नहीं, आप ग्रुप में मैसेज कर दो.
मैं सबके सामने पूछ लेंगे तो हम कोई डाउट क्लियर हो जाएगा.
ठीक है. आप सी व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज, अगर आप सबका सामने पूछते हैं, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मेरे को मत पूछिए, आप जब सबका सामने पूछते हैं कि आपको 2-3 तरह की चीजें मिल जाती है. गाइस,
at the same time
guys, who is speaking? Yeah.
At the same time, जिस समय मैं ट्रेनिंग चल रही है, वो क्वेश्चन मेरे पास ना है. 2 दिन बाद कुछ मैं रिपीट करूंगा ट्रेनिंग का क्लास, रिकॉर्डेड क्लास. तो हो सकता है तो ये क्वेश्चन मेरा क्या ये चीज क्या होता है मैं जानता ही नहीं हूं, तो ये
आना चाहिए. जब आपको आएगा ना, तभी मुझे समझ में आएगा कि मैंने कुछ तो पढ़ाया, आपको डाउट्स आ रहा है अभी. अगर डाउट्स नहीं आया ना, मेरे को फिर लगेगा कि मैंने कुछ नहीं पढ़ाया.
रामायण पढ़ा दिया मैंने.
डाउट्स आना चाहिए. डाउट जब तक नहीं आएगा तब तक आप कुछ नहीं सीखोगे, या मुझे भी लगेगा कि मैंने कुछ सिखाया है.
बिल्कुल नहीं आया ये फायरवॉल मेरे लिए बिल्कुल नहीं आया. मींस सिर्फ मैं नाम देता फायरवॉल जैसे.
अभी फायरवॉल में हम एंट्री कहाँ हुए हैं? अभी तो हमने फायरवॉल शुरू भी नहीं किया, ये सब बेसिक है, बेसिक। करेक्ट guys, let me know those who are feeling this is a advanced thing.
This is not.
I'm
We have
taking it
not
as
yet
an overview.
Actually,
we
sir,
have not yet started.
my background was telecom industry. That's why
Which background? Which background?
telecom
Hey,
background, microwave.
I'm taking it as a
and,
overview.
You are much better. You are close to this Palo Alto. I got a SCADA background.
Actually, I have studied in CCNA also, and how means in protocol BGP, MPLS. I have not just theoretical knowledge, not about that most because
Okay.
my department was not.
Rohit, once you go through any topic, means just tell us what can be the question which will
Yeah,
be
like
asked by the
yesterday
interview.
class, I said you right, while I was explaining your topic. I told you right, this is important, just note it down, that kind of thing. And after completion of this course, like if some interview has been scheduled or anything, just let me know. I have some questions and answers what I have prepared, so you could have gone through it. Okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
yesterday, day before yesterday, I had one interview of this Palo Alto only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the interview asked not about the Palo Alto, but everything from the
So
network.
for interview kind of thing, you contact Gaurav sir. Okay. So
Everything that
yeah,
would every.
Can I get the number, sir?
you once you are in the group, right? Once you added in
he
the
is in
group,
WhatsApp group only. You
yeah,
can message them.
yeah, you can message him. So they might have arranging training for interview preparation. That is a separate thing, I guess. You have to check with them.
The interview asked many questions related to networking part. Being the
Yeah,
SCADA,
yeah,
it was very tough for me.
that is what, guys. That all thing I can't disclose in this class. This is a
In
Palo
Vietnam,
Alto
we are
class.
all the one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys want to see something or learn something, you can, or else I'm going to tell you like the password recovery thing. Those who are interested.
Is paid one?
What?
Interview training is paid?
Yeah, that is a paid one, I guess. For that thing, for more details, you have to check with Gaurav sir.
Okay.
Okay, check with him.
Okay.
Rohit, I pinged you on your number.
What?
I pinged you on your number, WhatsApp
Okay.
number.
You haven't added it?
No, because I've given you one message. So
Yeah,
just
I
add
got
me
it.
in that
I
group.
got it. I'll just ping Gaurav sir. Okay.
Well, I think your lab folder is also not approved.
Okay, I'll inform them this thing also. Okay.
Sir, VM from where we can download, like I was checking on like a torrent. I got a file which
directly
is
download VMware. Download from
no,
the direct official website.
Yeah, it's taking to some Broadcom website.
Yeah, you have to log in. I've just checked. You have to log in, create an account on it.
That is not required, I guess.
No, it's required.
Now it's required, at least.
Okay.